Hey, UC boss. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm just I was just searching through the internet and came across something that was fairly interesting to me. So I thought I'd jump on here and we would talk about it for a little bit. Oh, it's okay. I understand you can't stay long. Um, this is actually about a 19-year-old young woman from Florida. Her name is Maya Marcano. It seems like she was being stalked and harassed by a 27-year-old man in the area, and he was found in his apartment on Monday, dead from apparent suicide. Excuse me, he was found yesterday, and Maya is still missing. So, I wanted to just get her information out there as much as I could, help this family as much as I could. Um, Share this out if you don't mind. I'm going to add her picture to my thumbnail as soon as this video is uploaded. Okay, Brian. This is me, Brian. Maya Marcano, 19 years old, missing from Orange County, Florida. What is going on in Florida? Anyway, she was last seen September the 24th, 5 p.m. at the Aberdeen Villas apartment complex. Anyone with information regarding Maya's whereabouts are being asked to call the Orange County Sheriff's Department at 407-836-HELP. But the gentleman that they were looking for in connection to her disappearance was found yesterday dead from apparent suicide. And unfortunately, investigators are very concerned that their Maya's disappearance does involve foul play. So Maya's family needs help. Maya's family needs help. They need help big time. Let's make Maya's case go as big as Gabby's case. Every case of a missing young person deserves to go viral. To me, it just does. Um, I don't understand a lot about why people do the things that they do. I'll never understand it. No means no. I tell my kids this, my sons this all the time. They are in their 20s. No means no. Just because, for a man or a woman, no means no. It says a person of interest in the disappearance of 19-year-old Florida woman Maya Marcano was found dead in his apartment on Monday. Armando Manuel Caballero was a maintenance worker at the apartment complex where Marcano lives and works. So he was a maintenance worker at the apartment complex where Maya works. And police said that she had repeatedly rejected his romantic advances. He was last seen on Friday, the same day that Marcano went missing. The police say that the investigators do suspect foul play. Excuse me, I know I can't pronounce his name correctly. Caballero was found in an apartment in a neighboring Seminole County, the sheriff's office said. adding that he appeared to have died of suicide, and he was likely to have been dead for quite some time when his body was discovered. His car was found at the scene and was taken away by authorities as part of their investigation. Marcano lives and works at the Arden Villas complex in Orlando, Florida. She was last seen at the apartments on Friday at around 5 p.m., police said. Please, guys, if you know anything at all about her disappearance, please, 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 please call the sheriff's department. Hey, Breezy. Hey, Christine. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lisa. Thank you all so much. Yeah, we're all good. Hey, guys, I'm going to share the screen so that you guys can see a picture of her because I don't have the community tab yet, so I can't share pictures. Be glad when I do, but I don't yet. So, hey, Evelyn. So, thank you for being here. So, I wanted to share the police information regarding Maya. She guys, we need to get her information out. Bye, UC. Be careful. Take care of yourself. Guys, this is Maya. She's been missing since Friday afternoon from the apartment complex that she lives and works at. And they're called Arden Villas Apartment Complex in Orange County, Florida. She's 19 years old. She had the maintenance man there had repeatedly made advances toward her. His name was Armando Caballero. He had repeatedly made romantic advances toward her, and she had repeatedly rejected him. Well, she hasn't been seen since Friday afternoon, and they found him deceased yesterday in his apartment complex from apparent suicide. They do suspect foul play in Maya's disappearance. So, guys, please share this out where you can. Please. Let's help this family get the closure that they deserve as well. Every family deserves to know where their loved ones are. Every family does. I was just searching the internet for different things, just seeing, what was going on different places, and yeah, this young lady deserves to be found. Every missing person deserves to be found. I cannot imagine what her friends and family are going through with her missing. Hey, Incognito. She is a beautiful young lady. She is very, very beautiful. UC Boss is so sweet. She didn't want to leave me by myself. That's so sweet. But yes, Maya is very, very beautiful. And guys, I keep saying no means no. No means no. You do not have the right, guys, girls, whoever, whatever. You don't have the right to touch someone, period, much less in a sexual nature without their consent. You don't have the right to. And now he's deceased from a apparent suicide. She's missing. They have no idea where she is and no leads on her. And most likely it's going to be very difficult to find any leads on her because he committed suicide. But they did say that that they took his car and his belongings in as evidence. So maybe there will be something inside the car that will lead them to to what happened to Maya. Yes, incognito. That's what I said. He's a coward. Such a coward. Um, seem to swallow up in the system, but get on YouTube. Yes, I plan to keep as many names out as possible. I do, guys. I plan to keep as many names out as humanly possible. My sidekick that makes my thumbnails for me had to take some time away with her family for a few days. So I'm going to be working on making thumbnails, but I have a picture of her that I'm going to try to add to this when I'm through with this live stream, just to at least get her picture out. And um, I'll get the gentleman that does our graphics and things at church tonight. At church, I'm going to get him tonight to kind of teach me more about thumbnails and stuff like that. Try to help me there. But at the very, very least we can do is talk about Maya. Maya is 19 years old. Maya had a life ahead of her. Maya was working at an apartment complex, had her own apartment. Maya deserved to be left alone. I don't know what the deal is. Yes, that's what I'm hoping, Evelyn. I'm hoping that too. I'm hoping the police can get pings and things from his cell phone, GPS from his car and everything, and find out what he did with Maya. Because they're already saying they suspect foul play. They're already saying that. And that's just so sad. I mean, that is just terrifying. I cannot imagine as a parent not knowing where my child is. I just cannot imagine. No, he was the maintenance person for the apartment complex that she worked at. Yes, he was the maintenance worker at the apartment complex, and he kept making sexual advances toward her, and she kept telling him no. And evidently, he didn't know how to listen. Maybe he was another one of those participation trophy people. Mm-hmm. Lisa, that's exactly right. He's dead from apparent suicide, and now no one knows where she is. Coward. Coward, coward, coward. Oh, Fox News just ran a story on it too on the Fox News station for my local area. I just don't understand it, guys. I do not understand these people. And what is it about Florida right now? I swear, if I lived in Florida, or if I lived in Florida, or if I lived in Colorado, I'd sleep with one eye open. Yes, he has hit her somewhere, guys. Mm-hmm. He hit her somewhere, and he knew that his butt was going to jail, most likely for murder. I mean, it's just terrible. It's awful. And I know right now people are so focused. Please, I mean no disrespect when I say this, but people are focused so much on Gabby and finding Brian Landry. But Gabby, they found. Finding Brian Landry. Yes, Gabby needs justice, but Maya needs to come home too. Maya's family needs to know where she's at. Uh, every missing person, their family deserves to know where they're at. I was just going to search to make sure there wasn't any more information I could give you. Has anybody heard about this case before now? Has anyone heard about Maya being missing or anything before now? You have Christine? Okay. The name sounded familiar to me, Christine. Had you mentioned it to me in chat? The name looked familiar to me. And I was just wondering if anyone had actually typed her name in chat or something, and that's where I saw it. Lisa, I agree. Unfortunately, I do agree. I mean, not unfortunately, but unfortunately, that's the way it is right now. And yes, it needs to change. Every person, regardless of race, um, financial status, whatever. No, she went missing Friday, the 24th. She was last seen Friday, the 24th, around 5 p.m., leaving the apartment complex where she lived and worked. And he also worked there. He was the maintenance person. But Lisa, you are absolutely correct. Um, Regardless of your race, color, financial status, well, race and color, I'm sorry, that didn't make sense. But regardless of all that, oh, Ginger, it's okay. Um, Regardless of anything like that, everyone deserves to be found. Everyone does. And guys, I do realize I am new at this. I do realize I don't have the experience that other creators do. But I promise you, I'm going to do my best to get as many names out there as possible. As many as I possibly can. Every missing person family should know where they are at. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that so much. Oh, okay, Christine. I was just thinking maybe someone had said it in chat, and you know what I mean? And it just clicked with me for a moment, and everyone is someone's child, no matter what. Exactly, Ginger. Exactly. I said a while ago, I cannot, I cannot imagine not knowing where one of my children are. My children are in their 20s. I cannot imagine not knowing that they're like right now, they're both at work. I cannot imagine not knowing they're at work. They'll be home at this certain time or whatever, or they're going here with their friends or whatever. I can't imagine not knowing. And hmm, I just can't. I can't let my mind go there. And these poor moms that will never and dads that will never see their children again, all because of some selfless person. And this dude had the nerve to commit suicide before he even told the family where the girl was at. I have to say, at least in Gabby's case, however Brian is found, whether it's with Dog the Bounty Hunter, whether he commits suicide, whether he dies of natural causes, whatever happens, at least Gabby's family has her. They know where she is. They will be able to lay her to rest. Lisa, I cannot imagine the horror. I cannot imagine the horror. I can't. My children are my world. I've always told people, if you do something to one of my kids, I promise you, I will take care of it. I may hide you in the trunk and help look for you, but you won't get away with it. Yes, exactly. It's unresolved for the parents. And no parent should have to go through this, guys. No one should. No one should have to go through it. I just, it must be hell, Sylvia and Lisa. It absolutely must be hell. People want to know what hell on earth is like. These Maya's parents are living it right now. Maya's parents are living hell on earth right now. I'm going to show y'all another picture that I just found, okay? This is Maya's family at a press conference. Look at this family right here, okay, guys? Look at them. Look at this family right here. They deserve to know where Maya is. They deserve for their loved one to come home, whatever that looks like. They deserve it. And it must happen. Maya must come home. See, it talks about here again person of interest found dead. Armando Manuel Caballero was found dead in his apartment on Monday afternoon. They said that he had used his master key to enter Maya's apartment about 4:30 p.m. Friday, minutes before she was last seen. Guys, the dude used the power that he had in having the master key to her apartment to go inside her apartment at 4:30. His master key to the apartment to go inside her apartment at 4:30 Friday afternoon. Maya hasn't been seen since. Wait a minute. Well, I missed something. Lisa. In the trial today of the policeman who was a murder girl in London, he lured her into her police car saying he was a policeman. Oh my God, Christine, that is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Guys, yeah, this creep used his master key to his apartment, to her apartment, to get in, do God knows what to her. Now she's missing, and the creep is dead from apparent suicide. And that's what Mr. Romeo himself looked like. He had been working there since June, guys. He had been working at this apartment complex since June. June. And had been constantly hitting on Maya, making sexual advances toward her, and she repeatedly turned him down. They had issued a warrant for his arrest before his body was found. They had issued a warrant for his arrest for robbery, excuse me, for burglary, for inappropriately accessing her apartment. Again, kind of like they're doing right now with Brian with the federal warrant for using her debit or credit card without her consent. I guess just in a way of getting to hold him, until they could. But guys, this is just terrible. Awful. Maya's grandmother, Violet DeVale, pleaded for the community to help and to call in with tips. We love her so much, she said. Please help us find my princess. I just can't imagine, guys, what this family is going through. This is just terrible. I just don't even know what else to say about it. Um, like I said, Maya deserves to be found. If anyone knows anything about Maya, if you live in the Orange County, Florida area, please call the Orange County Sheriff's Department and let them know what you know. If you know anything at all about Maya's disappearance, I mean, if you saw something on the internet that seemed strange to you by this person, report it. You never know when you may hold the key that solves something like this. They should have classes in school about respecting each other. They absolutely should, Christine. I 100% agree. 100%. Um, we always taught our children that you don't touch anyone at all without their permission. Yes, they are, Ginger. They are getting smarter about finding alternative charges to detain suspects until they can build a case. They are absolutely, and I think that's what they were doing in this case. They were going to hold him on burglary until they could build a case for murder. But guys, at this point, Maya's family needs to know where she's at. Even if it's the worst case scenario, they need to know where she's at. So, guys, if you don't mind, please share this. Please, please, please share this. I'm going to be, hey Mo, I'm going to be doing these more often. Um, I'm going to be just finding cases throughout the United States where people goes missing and and try to bring awareness. And it shouldn't matter your skin color. It shouldn't matter how much money your family has, your ties to the community, anything like that. If someone bothers you or someone takes you by without your consent, there needs to be awareness and you need to be brought home. I was just going to check real quick before and see if there are any updates on Brian because I know that Dog the bounty hunter is in the area. He does have a cop with him. Sheriff's deputies, police are with him in the Port DeSoto area searching, okay? But I don't have any updates as of yet. It doesn't look like from the aerial views of the helicopter views that I've seen, you can't see any activity. But yes, guys, we need to focus. Lisa, I don't carry anything, but I've been honestly thinking about getting a concealed carry. Exactly, Ginger. That's what I'm trying to say. We are all connected in God's eyes. We were all made by the same creator. We're all important and equal. We are all here for a purpose. Otherwise, God would not have created us. In my opinion, that's the way that I believe things. Oh, you're not allowed to carry pepper spray in the UK? Wow. I honestly do not go out much alone, but I'm at home alone a lot. And I've talked to my husband several times about getting a concealed carry and having a way to protect myself. Guys, y'all are not going to believe this. Hold on a second. Let me just look at this just real quick, okay? Mo, in Tennessee now, you don't need a concealed carry permit or license, but they still offer the chance for you to get them. And of course, it teaches you more about gun safety and things like that. So that's the reason I would like to get actually have the concealed carry. Okay, guys, y'all ready for this? Surveillance video from the Fort DeSoto Park campground has been turned over to the FBI, according to Brian Eaton. Yes, Mo, exactly. Exactly. And also, the Landry attorney has said that the Landry family did purchase a new phone, and it's the same phone that Brian left at home, which is in the possession of the FBI. So, who knows? Wait a minute, Lisa, you can't carry anything to protect yourself in the UK? Wow.
Okay, sorry. So, we were just talking about. Sorry to just barge in. um, we were talking about like kind of all the people. There's been a lot of people freaking out on social media today, and nothing has really panned out yet. But one interesting thing is there is stuff at the reserve, and you were just there. Yeah. So tell me what you saw. So obviously the reserve is massive, right? 25,000 acres is what we've been hearing in terms of the size of this place, and there is the east side, and then there's the west side. So we know when they first started searching at the reserve, they were searching on the North Fork side, which is closer to Brian Laundrie's home where we're at right now, right? So it's like a 10-minute drive from here, not even. And then there's the other side, the Venice side, where they searched pretty much all last week. So today, where we saw them on
Wow.
the east side.
No, Mo,
Okay.
they have not gotten any closer to finding Maya. I know that I may be pronouncing her name wrong. Some people who spell it like that call it Mia. Some people call it Maya. But no, they haven't gotten any closer, unfortunately, to finding her.
Here, I'll bring it up larger. Okay. So yeah, this police vehicle was blocking the roadway when we pulled up. And then so the sign.
Now they are also in the Brian's case. They are also searching the Carlton Reserve again today. It's okay, Lisa. I'm about to wrap this up anyway. I just wanted to let everyone know about Maya and get the word out. I thank you all for your time. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm trying to see if there are any updates on Brian's case, finding Brian before I go to church. If there are, I will come back and let you know. But please get the word out about Maya. She deserves to be found, guys. Everyone deserves to be found. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back if I find out anything new about Brian. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.